What's up, guys? Collector B here, and happy Sunday. And as you can see, what is today? Today is...
A NECA day.
A NECA day, huh? It is a Mcfarlane day. As you can see, we just have Mcfarlane on top of Mcfarlane on top of...
Mcfarlane.
So, if you guys are new, please like, comment, and subscribe. And every one of you that keep coming back, you are amazing. So, yeah, just kind of happened. Had a bunch of mail calls this week. There's actually some other stuff on here, well, that I got this week that's not on here because we just don't have time for it today. But yeah, wow, lots of Mcfarlane. Haven't had Mcfarlane's for a while. I think the last one we did was Deadman. And it was kind of 1 and 2 here, but now we've got just waves. So, kind of crazy. But there's a few on here I'm not going to open. Most of them I'm going to open. And guess what else we're doing?
What?
A
giveaway.
Giveaway. Yes, we are doing a giveaway. So we will get into that here in a second. And I will tell you how to enter the giveaway. But yeah, so really good week. Found a lot of cool stuff and got a lot of mail calls. So, man, I'm going to have to move quite a bit here. Let's make a nice line of Mcfarlanes. Plus, there's new Mcfarlanes coming out at Walmart right now. Just too much. So, let's go into the giveaway. So, the first item we're going to be giving away, and I will tell you why in 1 second, is, boom, the new Catwoman Batman Knightfall. So, I ended up getting this whole wave from McFarlane Toy Store because it was a bundle deal. It just ended up making sense just to kind of grab them all. Was never a huge fan of this Catwoman when they showed the pictures. And I'm deciding I'm not going to keep her. So we will do a giveaway for her. So you will get this Catwoman, which 2 things I will say about this thing. I love the back of the box. Looks fantastic. The second thing is her face sculpt actually looks pretty good. The only thing I can't get over on her is her pelvis area. That diaper and point there just doesn't look amazing to me. So, yeah, so like I said, I pre-ordered the whole wave, got the whole wave, and I'm going to give this one away to you guys. So, the first thing in the giveaway will be Catwoman Batman Knightfall, completely new in box.
He should have a Catwoman come with Isis.
Isis, yeah, but they would need to be like animated series Catwoman or...
No, I know, but
I know.
A cat.
Isis, yes. So, the second thing in the giveaway is also from this wave, and boom! It is the Joker from Infinite Frontier. So, again, was not a huge fan of this Joker when I first saw it. He decided to be in this wave. Well, he didn't decide, but Todd made it in this wave. So, like I said, I got the whole thing for a bundle, so decided to just grab it and said, hey, maybe I'll like it. I don't like it. I don't know why, really. I don't think he looks terrible. It's just not my favorite Joker. The one thing about this one, this is also brand new in box, but
oh yeah,
the knife came to me out of place. So the knife is still in there. It's just loose in there. But this has not been opened either. So you have a chance to enter to win both of these new Mcfarlanes, courtesy of us, completely free. All you have to do is comment on the picture of this giveaway on my Instagram. US only, guys. US only. All you have to tell me is, what is your favorite Batman comic and why? For me, gosh, there's just too many. Way too many, but Killing Joke has always been one of my favorites. And then, honestly, Endgame is fantastic. Really, really good. Loved that from New 52. A lot of the New 52 is really good. And, you know, Metal was fantastic as well.
You have to pick one, your favorite.
I'm going to say Endgame. Endgame is one of my favorites, but Killing Joke's so hard to go away from. But, yeah, that's all you got to do. Find the picture with these 2 on it on my Instagram. Put below what your favorite Batman comic is and why. And you'll be entered. Next Sunday, we will pick a winner, and you will get the Catwoman and the Joker completely free from us. Woo!
Stop moving him around like that.
Woo! Yeah, so there it is. There's your chance to enter this giveaway. We're going to put these down right here. And I am going to show 2 more figures from these waves because, again, same thing. They were in the bundle and I didn't necessarily want them or wanted to see them in person. But we have the new Flash Jay Garrick. So this guy is actually going to go to my buddy Ryan. He needed one for, I believe, his nephew. So I'm going to send that over to him because I'm just not a huge fan. You know, they made him in the Darkest Night wave with the Build-A-Figure. And so I do have him loose. This one is a little bit different. You do get some flat hands. You do get more effects. Not saying he doesn't look good. I'm just not a fan of this Flash. So, you have the Jay Garrick.
How old is he?
The Flash age. He's old man.
Okay.
It's like Captain America. You
Gotcha.
know? No,
yeah.
I don't think I will. So we're going to send it over to Ryan. But that was part of the second bundle we got from Mcfarlane. As well as this guy. Now, this guy I am going to keep. But we're going to keep him in box because I already have the original green one open. But if you did pre-order this wave on Mcfarlane, you ended up getting this guy part of it, which is Blue Lantern Kyle Rayner. Pretty much exactly the same as the green one. I think this one may have more effects. I don't remember what effects the green Kyle Rayner had. I know he does have the lantern with him. But this is a...
Did you scan the QR code?
No, I didn't. But that is interesting, right? That's the only one on here that has this, which is kind of interesting. We'll have to scan it later. And then the back of the box is a little bit different as well. But this is the Blue Lantern Kyle Rayner. Pretty cool. I really do like how the paint looks. The blue looks fantastic. So we did get this guy as well. But I'm going to leave him in box. I just don't have room for another Kyle Rayner. So there it is. So yeah. So Ryan, this guy will be coming to you here shortly. And this one will be hung up in my room somewhere. So... okay, so that was a lot of not unboxing, wasn't it?
Yeah, get on with it.
Get on with it. Well, I'll tell you this. All these are being unboxed.
Get on with it.
All right. So, yeah, we'll start with him. So, the first one we got here that we are unboxing. Boom. The Signal, Duke Thomas. Now, I'm not a huge Duke Thomas fan at all. When he came into the comics, I was like, this guy's kind of lame. I don't really care. But, you know, I did really like the Duke Thomas from the Metal Wave, you know, where has the guitar and he's like all knighted up, which was really cool. So I decided to give this Signal one a chance. And honestly, he looks pretty decent in hand. So I'm going to pop him open. I'm actually pretty excited to pop this one open because he does look better than I thought. I do find it interesting, and I'm pretty sure I've said this to you guys before, but what pictures they use on the back of the box and then the figure they decide to make. A lot of the time it doesn't look anything like the picture. So kind of weird. So you do get obviously the card and the stand. So now my biggest thing here is you look at the back of the box and you look at the card. There's a lot of differences in this suit than compared to the figure here. So I'm going to leave that right there so we can see. But just look at the symbol on his chest. Totally different. Now, I actually prefer how this one looks compared to the box. So I'm actually pretty happy about that. But really just way different. Just really, really different. Head looks a little different. Symbol is crazy different. So let's pop them open. You do get some accessories with this guy. These little like axes, which are kind of cool actually. But let's see how they look. Almost axed my eye out. Sickles. Rotating circular slashes. Yeah. So so these little sickle things, they're actually pretty cool. I don't think we've gotten those with anybody else, so kind of nice to have a new accessory. And we will pop open Duke Thomas.
It's more of a Batwing hatchet, but
you threw the hatchet, right? Okay, so the one thing I really, really like about this figure, and I love when Todd does this, and I don't know why, I just do. I love that texture. He's done that on a couple of the Robins or Damians. I believe, who else has it?
It's
Someone
that
else has
the
it.
white
Ghostmaker, I think, has it. But I'm a huge fan of that texture. I think it's awesome. I think it actually, when he does that on figures, they're, for some reason, to me, they don't feel as stiff. They look pretty good. But he actually looks pretty good. I mean, I know a lot of people were not a fan of this head. They said it looked like a Lego, which more looks like a Mega Bloks to me, not a Lego. Come on, give Lego some credit here, guys. But, I mean, I think it looks pretty good. I was never a huge fan of this costume, but the yellow and black does look really cool. And, you know, I'm a fan of the black and yellow. So, I'm totally okay with it. But because he put that texture on there, I think that made this figure look so much better. And like I said, I do like this symbol better than the one on the box, so that's cool with me. And I don't think the head looks that terrible. So I'm actually okay with this. Again, I'm not a huge Duke Thomas fan, but I think this figure is actually pretty decent. I would have liked if we would have got some fist hands or something, but, you know, we at least got some sickles here. So as far as articulation, you know, it's going to be every Mcfarlane. You're going to be able to get him in some good poses. He does have the foot joint, which is fantastic. This one is actually really good to me. The ankles feel fantastic, so he's really good. As far as the arms, this is what I was curious about. So you can get the arms all the way around pretty well. As far as up, these things move, but they're going to move everywhere you do your arm. So it's not like the ones that kind of move off. It is stuck to the top of the shoulder there. But as you can see, his arms are pretty solid. Wrist joints are pretty good. His head, same thing, good. Up and down is actually really good on his head. It's kind of stiff there, but you can get it very good up and down there. And he kind of has an ab crunch. Nothing amazing, but nothing terrible. So I actually really like this, I think. And the sickles are a huge bonus. Why would he hold it like that, right? I'm trying to make him hold them both like different ways. So maybe like this. There we go. You know, because we don't want him holding the sickles the same way. Except that needs to be turned. Let's get him down. Boom. I actually like him. I think he looks really good. I actually really like the back of this design a lot, which, you know, a lot of times it doesn't matter, but the back of that design is really cool. I think he's pretty solid. He's actually much, much better than I thought he would be. What do you think?
Yeah. No.
He's not bad, right? I mean, I like it. I think the sickles are pretty cool. Yeah, that's plus. That's plus for me. Again, that's kind of why I got the whole wave, because I did want to see a lot of these in person. So, the next one we have is also part of this wave. This one here, which I don't know what this wave is called because there's no Build-A-Figure. And again, I did not want this, but it came in and it looks pretty good. So, we have Con-El Superboy, which, again, not my favorite. I love Superman. I don't collect a ton of Superman, but just because, you know, Batman's over Superman for me. But he looks really good. This Con-El Superboy actually does look really cool. So I'm pretty excited to open him up and see if he's actually that good. The back of the box, whatever. I actually think his face sculpt on the figure looks better than this goofy one on the back of the box. But yeah, we'll see. I haven't read a ton of the comics with him in it. I obviously know who Superboy is, and, you know, there's different shows and stuff that have Superboy, obviously. But this is pretty cool. I do like the design, and I'm curious how awesome he's going to be or not. So, the card is the same. We'll take that out later. But, you know, back of this box is nothing amazing to me. I do like the art. I think they've been doing really good on the art when they don't do the movie ones. But kind of disappointing with him. He comes with nothing. Now, obviously, Superman usually comes with nothing. This isn't Superman, but Superboy. But, you know, alternate hands, stuff like that would have been nice. So, boom, he just busted out of the box. So he does not have that texture. He's a lot more just kind of shiny all over. And he looks okay. I mean, That's kind of disappointing. But he's very skinny. There he is. So there is Connell Superboy. Design's okay. I think the face looks pretty good. I like the scruff that they kind of gave him on the sides of his beard. Nothing crazy. The face looks decent. The hair looks good.
Why doesn't he have his ear pierced?
Does he have his ear pierced in the picture?
Yeah.
Does he really?
Yeah. How hard would that been?
Well, too hard, I guess. Really? I can't see on the card.
You don't see that?
That's his coat.
It's his coat? Really?
Because it's on both sides.
I
think that's part of his coat. It could be earrings. Why would he wear hoop earrings?
I don't
Maybe.
know.
You guys have to let us know if he's supposed to be wearing earrings or not.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
So, I do like the jacket, and when we turn him all the way around, you'll get a really good shot of the jacket. There's one thing I do not like about the jacket, and it's just kind of a basic figure to me. There's nothing crazy going on, but the back of the jacket looks really cool, which is awesome because on the front, you can't really see the symbol, the whole symbol, which is, again, a complaint I have with this. He reminds me of a Spider-Punk Superman, so it's kind of just like a mix, making him a little punky and stuff. It's okay. I wish you would have had the texture like Duke Thomas over here does, but I do think it looks good for a Superboy. This is actually the first Superboy I've picked up. My complaint here is that this doesn't come off the chest here, which is kind of a bummer because you do get play here, but nothing there. So kind of a bummer there. He has this pack here, but you can't open it. There's nothing to go inside, so kind of a bummer there. Not a huge fan of how these look. Again, it looks punky to me, which he's supposed to be, and then the gloves and everything. But he's not bad. Ooh, interesting. Haven't heard a Mcfarlane sound like that before. Sounds like his leg's going to snap, but he's got good motion everywhere. Again, toe joints like usual. He's really skinny, which is, he's probably supposed to be, but is that supposed to be an S, you think?
I think so. That's what I thought.
Terrible looking S. Bicep swivel's good. Hands are good. Wrist joints. He moves pretty well. His up and down on his head is good. And ab crunch. Nothing crazy. But, it's just kind of boring just because there's nothing else with him. No interchangeable pieces. Again, I do think he looks good. I wish they would have given him a flight stand. That would have been awesome because I don't understand why they don't give Superman people a flight stand. So as far as like size comparison, there are the two because Duke Thomas is also pretty young, so pretty sure he might be the same age as the Superboy, except the Superboy probably, I don't know. But there they are. He looks a little taller than Duke.
Well, he's bent over too.
Yeah, well, this one's having a lot harder time to stand than Duke Thomas is. But, it's not bad. I actually really like the Duke Thomas more, I think, than this Superboy. Just because of the texture, it gives more to his costume and everything. But I do like the jacket on the Superboy. I just wish you could remove it. I think that would be really cool. So there's those two. Those ones, again, I got because they're part of the wave. I was not, super, super excited to get those or, top two to get those. But I do like that Duke Thomas a lot more than I thought. So, oh, goodness. I don't know. Ooh, okay. I guess we're just going to go in order. Because these are the four right here that I wanted the most. So here we go. We're going to start with this one. Boom! Gladiator Batman from Dark Knight's Metal. So if you watched the beginning of this video, I already said Dark Knight's Metal has been one of my favorites. I have pretty much everything from Metal. I didn't get this Joker Dragon because I hate it. I like it in the comics. I just do not like Mcfarlane's version. Now I keep seeing people getting it on clearance, which maybe I'll end up doing at this point because now they have the Gladiator Batman to ride around on it. So we'll see. But man, when he released this Gladiator Batman, I was like, yep, yep, right?
I didn't know Russell Crowe was Batman.
Yep. So super cool. I'm pretty excited to open this. He does just come with the axe, which is fine. Again, small.
Did he have a shield or anything in the comics? Because he's a gladiator.
I think so. I don't remember. I haven't. This was like the back end of Metal. So like Metal started and then.
So it's not your favorite.
No, it is. But the beginning of Metal, like when they first introduced all the Batman, Red Death and not Doomsday. What's the big one called? You should know this too. The one that looks like Doomsday, Devastator.
Yeah.
Those were my favorite. I really like this card though because you can't tell that he's on the Joker Dragon, and it's just like a really cool close up, and you can tell it's a drawing from straight out of the comic. It looks really really cool. So pretty happy with the card on there. Okay. We'll see. I'm not even going to say my complaint about capes anymore. You all already know what it is. So, boom. We get the axe. Which is decently straight. Looks good. I mean, it's pretty basic. Nothing crazy to it. But it does look like a pretty good axe. I like the size of it, for sure. When he zip ties people in and when he doesn't makes no sense to me. Boom. Okay. That is my big problem right there too. I hate taking figures out with the capes. Ugh. Alright. I feel like he is going to be...
Oh wow, that's loose.
He's really loose, but I'm almost hoping that that's good because I thought he was going to be no, he's still going to be a pain in the butt to stand because he has these boots. Every time they have these boots, they're a pain to stand, but oh, I didn't even notice those. Let me just give this a really good look over. No, this is pretty cool though. This is really good. Okay, he stands pretty easy. So I like it a lot. So
those are cool.
On the hair,
his bats,
I didn't even notice that, honestly. So there's some really cool details in this figure a lot. So like she was saying, the little bat heads on top, I didn't even notice them. We'll do a side view in a sec, but his scruff looks great. The front of the costume looks good.
I love just the dents.
In the helmet?
Not in the helmet, in his chest. Like, I got struck by an axe full,
Well, you should see the back of his helmet, too, which is really cool. The legs, I'm just not a huge fan of these boots. They always put these boots on them, and they're kind of hard to stand. He's standing really good. Honestly, the ankles of these ones have been fantastic, so I won't even say my ankle joke every time when I have Mcfarlane's. His arms look really good. I really like his gauntlets. I love, again, there's just details all over the arms. I mean, yes, this is a totally different figure, but you can just look at the details. There's just way more, and you say, well, he's wearing a leather jacket. There's not much details. I get it. I totally understand. I'm just trying to compare, like, wow, this just looks really, really good. The bats up here are just fantastic, like you said. The cape, okay, it's a little thicker than I would like it to be, but I love how it looks. One, I love the way it's actually on him. Two, I love the texture they put on there, and it's just, again, way more detail in a cape than, honestly, I thought there should be or would be. Again, like you said, the back of the helmet, look, you can see dings and dents all over the back of the helmet, which is awesome. He's got the spikes coming out, which is really cool. I mean, it's just a really bad figure, right? I mean, here's the back. Even there, just detailing all around his belt, the laces or whatever those frills that come off down there. Really fantastic. And this cape's not bad. I mean, it's thick. I'll let you feel it. It's thick, but it's got some pretty decent movement. It's not like crazy thick, which I like. So it's almost up to standard of Night Owl. Night Owl. No, it's not Night Owl. Owlman. Jeez. Wow. Night Owl is from Watchmen. Okay. But man, I mean, it looks fantastic. I am really, really digging this dude. I think he looks really good. I don't really have much complaints about him.
I like the white eyes.
Yeah. I mean, it just looks, it's really good. This is one of the better Batmans that I think he has put out in a long time. I mean, that's what I think. But I just don't really have much complaints. The armor looks good. The bat symbols look good. I mean, It's great. So, as far as movement, you did see my arms were pretty loose. He's not restricted with these, which is nice because they can move, so that's pretty cool. His knees are good. His legs are good. He does have a thigh swivel. He does have the toe joint. Yep, it's super tight. That's about the only thing that's been super tight on me here. So that's all good. His arms, pretty loose, but they do have really good mobility with these. So same thing here. They won't flap up. They do flap up a little bit, so you can see, but it's not going to restrict the arm unless you're going up like this, but it looks really good. Arms are great. Does have a bicep swivel. As far as his head, no, his head's pretty tight. His head is probably the least movement out of these three, but that's okay. He does have a helmet on. And then his ab crunch is nothing crazy, but man, I think he looks just really, really sick. I'm super, super happy with this guy. Only thing, this axe is going to be a pain to put into his hand here. What were you looking for?
Oh, I was just looking. Like you could put him on the horse.
I could put him on the horse, but the horse is not that great.
No, and it doesn't have any armor on it.
Goodness. These hands, I guess here's my only complaint, is these hands are not really open enough for this axe. Like, it's kind of a pain to get in there. I mean, I got it in, but man, see, his fingers aren't around the axe either. Yeah, not a fan of that. There we go. We'll just put him in a generic pose. But man, he looks just fantastic. I'm really, really digging this dude. Bam. Like, just really sick. I mean, really, really sick. And I'm not having issues standing these guys whatsoever. So I'm super happy. This is by far my favorite thing so far. Which, I mean, it should have been. It was probably my favorite, the thing I was looking forward to the most. But my goodness, it's great. It's really, really good. So super happy with that. So Gladiator Batman, awesome, fantastic. Okay, yeah, let's just keep going. So, boom. Kingdom Come Armored Batman. This is probably the second thing. Well, no, I mean, all of these I was super excited about. But this one, I think, looks really cool, too. It's very different from a lot of the Armored Batman that we get. I know you probably think it looks dumb. It is from the comics. I love it. I think it looks really cool. So, I'm hoping this one doesn't disappoint me out of the box. From looking at it, it looks good to me, so we will see. Again, though, not much accessories. This guy's gonna have his armor in the back, so that's fine with me. But I mean, so far, I will say I'm more impressed. I'm very impressed with some of these. I think they're pretty good. That Duke Thomas is pretty good, but that Gladiator Batman, man, I can't get over that. So card is just a close-up shot of the back of the box, so same thing. And here he is. Interesting. What do we have here? We got tape on here for some reason. This is going to be fun. There's no instructions. So, let's see how bad it is. Oh, it's just one whole piece. Oh. What? Okay. This is going to be interesting. I'm excited. I was curious how this was packed in here. It's a lot different than a lot of Mcfarlane's. So that's cool. These wings are really shiny. So I will just show you the wings that go on the back of him. Only one was wrapped, which is kind of interesting. They're pretty shiny though. I actually really like that. I thought they were going to be more of like a flat black, which I didn't, like, it didn't matter to me, but I thought it's going to be a lot more flat black. I think this looks really cool. Huh. Interesting. This is this is not going to be as good as I thought it was going to be, but I still think this is going to be really cool.
It looks just cheap.
I think you're right. Sorry. Having a coughing attack, guys. Okay. So, I'll put the wings on after we show. Yeah. It's interesting, I will say. So, one, I think it looks exactly like the comic. So, I think they did a really good job. But, yeah, this whole back piece is very, very interesting. He's not going to have much mobility, I can tell, or articulation. Obviously, you can see his face. He's got, like, a whole thing around his head. He looks like, yeah, Darth Vader. His face is fat.
Bent.
Yeah. This whole back piece is very, very interesting. I think the front looks cool. Again, it's pretty basic. The paint's not amazing on it. It's really just a lot of shiny black and then flat gray. And here's the side. Again, just like not much detail compared to a lot of, like, I mean, if you look at Gladiator Batman, and this back piece is interesting. I mean, look at that thing. So I thought maybe this whole thing would come off and then you would attach it, and obviously the wings were off. So I'll have to see. Maybe this whole piece comes off. I don't think it does, but it's very shiny. Like you said, I guess you could say it looks kind of cheap because it is very shiny. I kind of like the shiny look, but I don't know. I don't know
Batman's not shiny.
how I feel. Well, have you read this comic?
He's shiny.
Kind of. See, this is what I was worried about. He has, like, no mobility. Okay, so what's kind of a bummer, there is no bicep swivel. So these arms, that's what you got.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, that's what you got there. So he does come with fist hands on, but he doesn't come with any other fist hands, or any other hands, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, these arms there's not much to them. The head, yeah, not much either because of this whole neck piece, which I get it. I understand. Yeah, I don't think this comes off at all. The legs are super stiff as well. Like, there you go. There's no thigh swivel either. So this is just almost like a statue. He does have the toe joint and he obviously has the knee bend, but yeah, he's just a really straight to me. And yeah, this piece I don't believe comes off. So I'm not disappointed, but I do want to see. I think what I'm going to do with this guy is hang him from my ceiling, honestly. I think this is a cool kind of decorative thing because it's not that highly articulated. His legs, man, they're stiff. So, I mean, he looks cool with the wings.
Here, son, I made you a Batman costume.
Pretty much, right? So there it is. I mean, I like it. I think the back looks really cool once you throw those wings on. The wings do have movement, so you can put them back. You can put them forward, which is kind of cool. It just, yeah, it's kind of funny. But it does look like the comic, so I understand, this was based off of that. I'm not knocking it for that. I get it. It's just not, I mean, when you look at this Gladiator Batman compared to this, whoo, wow, yeah. And just how stiff it is kind of interesting to me, but
he looks like a chunk.
I feel like if you just hung him up from your ceiling, I think that's what I'm going to do. And look at it, it makes a nice shadow, too.
Yeah, you can see all the fingerprints.
The fingerprints?
All over his wings.
Oh, yeah. So, it's not bad. I was really excited for this one, though, and Gladiator Batman kicks this one out of the water for sure. But it's not bad. I just feel like if it had a little bit more movement or something, it would have been a little bit better. Or maybe some accessories, because I feel like he should be holding something in his hands, but
he's supposed to be
holding
his controls. Is his controls on
That's
his
what I
belt?
thought right here, right? So, but he doesn't have open hands. They're both fist hands, so...
That thing is lame.
Oh, no, they do have holes. Okay, but here's the thing. Can you... There's no way. Okay. Oh, this looks funny. I actually kind of like this now. Right when you said that, I was like, that's right. I forgot about the controls. Wow, that looks even goofier. So there is holes in the bottom of his fists to hold his controls.
It's getting ready to.
So, yeah, I feel like the controls should have been up higher or out more. I mean, it's not bad. I do like it. Like I said, I'm definitely going to probably hang it from some fishing line in my room up on the ceiling. And we'll go from there. But now he doesn't want to stand because he's holding his controls. So
Holding himself.
yeah, holding himself. There we go. Okay, so there it is. Not bad. Gladiator Batman's still my favorite. So last two we got. Get off that Batman. This one I'm super excited about. Boom. Hush Batman. So we got Hush Batman before, but we didn't get the blue version, and there was a lot of issues with the elbows and stuff like that. And he was in that 2-pack with Hush, and I did not like it at all. It wasn't very good. I actually ended up giving it away. But this one looks fantastic. Love the back of the box, and with this one you get alternate hands and you get some batarangs. So again, there's some accessories for this Hush Batman. So pretty cool. Going back to the giveaway, when you guys are going to tell me tell me your favorite Batman comic. Hush is fantastic. Now, they ruined the animated movie they did. I hate it. Card is the same as the back of the box, but the comic is fantastic. One of my favorite comics as well. So this is really cool. I'm pretty excited. So you do get 2 batarangs.
I hate those.
Yeah, these batarangs are not my favorite. But at least we got some accessories. So I'm okay. They're just not amazing. Oh, see, this is the best. This is the best thing about this Batman right here. I'll tell you this right now. And this is super exciting right here. So you do get 2 fist hands, all right? But, boom, there's the first fist hand. The second fist hand is what I'm excited about. He's got the kryptonite ring on his hand. Because if you read Hush, Poison Ivy takes over Superman, and Batman has to fight it. So, really cool that they gave him the ring. I think that's awesome. The one ring to rule them all.
They make so much noise.
Well, it's the capes, okay? God, there's just Mcfarlane boxes everywhere. All right. Oh, see, this Batman looks fantastic, though. But I'm super happy they gave him fist hands because this other hand sucks.
The claw.
Wow, what's crazy is all these legs have been crazy loose for me today. Which is not necessarily terrible. Oh, man, come on.
Will he stand?
Like, do you see how his legs are? This feels crazy compared to a lot of Mcfarlane's. Like, everywhere on it is pretty loose. He's not gonna stand. I don't know if I'm even gonna get him to stand after the video. Stay. All right, so I do have a complaint with this, but when we get to it, I'll let you know. I think the front looks great. I love his face. I think the face is awesome. Not a fan of this hand at all. The finger's a little messed up too, but I get it's probably for his batarang. Is this one open too?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one just looks like you said. It's just not like he's throwing a batarang. It's just like, it's kind of weird. I love the belt. I love the coloring. I think it looks really, really good. I don't really have an issue with the front of this guy. There's the side. You can't see much of the side just because of the cape. I really like the cape. I like how it, again, the shapes of these capes have been really cool. Really cool, except just like a normal cape. The back of the cape is terrible, though. Yeah, the back of the cape is really bad. It is just got marks all over it, like scratch marks almost, not paint or anything like that. But that's okay. We won't be seeing the back of the cape very much wherever I display this guy. I'm loving the front of this guy, though. I love his belt. I think it looks good. The cape is pretty thin as well. So, surprisingly, Both of these capes so far have been pretty thin. This one is definitely thicker than the Gladiator one, but again, not terrible. So, I mean, I really, really like this guy, and this might be one of my favorite Batman heads that they have done. I think it looks really, really good. But that back of the cape is kind of a bummer for me. That really sucks, but that's okay.
He's got a booger.
Does he have a booger?
No.
No, he ain't got no booger. Yeah, so these hands, though, not my favorite, but this guy is crazy loose. So, again, look at that.
Whoa.
He's doing, like, a full splits there. No thigh swivel, but, you know, again, toe joint, everything. Moves a lot better than the last Batman we did. He does have the bicep swivel. His head up, down, very nice. And kind of an ab crunch, but he's crazy loose. So, interesting there. As far as, this is definitely what I'm going to do.
What hand
So,
is it?
that's what's weird. Is this one, I would assume, is what you're throwing the Batarang with? Is that one. That looks like a lot more of a,
yeah.
You know, throwing. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. That looks funny to me. That looks more like the throwing hand of the Batarang to me than this one, but I'm taking this one off for sure. He's just going to be double fist hands because I'm not a fan of this hand at all. It's just very clawy. Oh, see, that's cool. I like this a lot more. I honestly wish he would have came with this hand on in the box. Just that little green is cool. It just makes it look really, really cool to me. So, again, you have Hush Batman, the blue version, and of course with the Kryptonite ring. Again, he comes with these Batarangs, but nothing special. I do really like this. I'm so disappointed about the back of the cape, though. It just looks...
That looks...
You can see it.
Well, not in that light.
It just looks bad.
Yes, it looks...
shredded. Yeah, so, but this is really cool. I'm really happy with this Hush Batman as well. So, boom, there he goes. He does not want to stand very well, though, so I guarantee he's probably going to fall on us. So, we've got one more figure, and then we're done. Again, if you didn't watch the whole video, go back, check how to enter the giveaway for these two, brand new. So, that will be on my Instagram. Link is in the description below.
US of A only.
USA only.
USA.
So, last thing we got, and I'm stoked for this. When they decided to make this, I was like, yep, we're getting it. Boom.
Mr.
Victor Fries. Mr. Freeze. About time, right? About time. So, I really want them to make a Two-Face and a Riddler. And you could say, Collector B, they are making that Riddler's coming out. I hate how that one looks. I don't like it. And hey, Collector B, they made Toothface from, you know...
Toothface?
Toothface. Toothface from the Christopher Nolan Batman
Ew.
movies. I don't like that Two-Face either. Honestly, I would love if they made Batman Forever, Toothface, and Riddler. Yeah, I know. Very stupid, but I would love it. It'd be awesome. But, boom, Mr. Freeze. Super happy they did this one. I'm glad they didn't do Batman and Robin, Mr. Freeze. Arnold, you know, I'll be back. But this one looks great. This looks really cool. The only, again, I got some gripes. You see this picture on the back of the box?
Looks nothing
that looks
like
fantastic.
the figure.
Not even.
That's going to be gold label.
I probably will. You're probably right. Because this is all white and this has the black on it. Now, I'm not complaining. I like how this
Sounds like
looks.
it. Just can't be happy, can you?
Where were you in today's video?
Didn't have any pops.
Oh, that's a lie.
Well, not enough to
Okay. We just had a big Mcfarlane day. Mcfarlane doesn't make pops, so... but I do think this looks good. The card is pretty much the exact same shot of the back of the box, which is cool. Let's leave this out for a second. He does come with his gun. Now...
It looks bent.
It is bent. Also, I was hoping... Why did you do two there? In the exact same spot. Okay. So, yeah. Interesting why they did that. So, this gun's pretty cool, okay? My one thing, I wish they would let you take off the ice you know, so if you just wanted to have the gun and him not shooting, but you can't. And if I did try to, you can see how loose that is.
Yeah.
The tip of this gun would just come off as well. Now, I think I could rip that off pretty good easily. I really do. And I do like the ice. I think it looks good. The overall gun looks really good, but it just would have been nice for you to have some options to where he's not actually shooting the ice and then he is shooting the ice. I am happy they gave him a gun, though. Holy crap, he got a gun. That's because it's a freeze gun, guys.
Yeah.
It's a freeze gun. I saw a lot of people saying some things like that. How come Mr. Freeze can have a gun? Well,
there's no bullets.
yeah, it's a freeze gun. So, ooh, look at that ankle out of the box. Oh, I love his feet already. Oh, this figure is fantastic. Yeah, no, this is... You want to know why I love his feet already?
Why? Because they're big?
Yeah, because they're not stupid boots.
Moon boots.
Yeah, exactly. Now, he's top heavy, but they're very slick, too. That's crazy. Okay, maybe I don't love his feet. I think they look fantastic. Now, trying to get him to stand, that's a different story. Oh my goodness. Come on, mister. Boom. I think he looks really good, though. I'm really happy with this figure. I've seen a lot of people do some, you know, touch-up paint job all over this because it is all white, you know, and I do wish it would have looked more like this and had been that black, dark gray suit, and maybe you see his skin blue, you know. Instead, they didn't really give you any skin showing except for his head, which is fine. But I do really like the suit. I think the suit looks really good, and I think this figure looks really good. The face sculpt on this figure is fantastic. He knocked it out of the park. Perfect Mr. Freeze face sculpt. I love it. So, but I really do like this. He does look like an astronaut, which is kind of funny to me, and that's what the boots look like. That's what the suit looks like. But, I mean, he's in a frozen suit, so you want to be able to tell that it's like a full-on suit, so I do really, really like it. No, the gold label will be a light up, and you'll hit this back here, and it'll light up, you know what I mean? Which would be really cool.
Is this
I would
tank
love that.
supposed to be dented like that?
Probably. I didn't look. But I like it. I really, really, really like it. I think he looks really good, and I'm pretty happy. Yeah, it is. So, because Batman threw his Batarang at it, you know? But, what do you think? Do you like it? I think he looks cool. He does look like an astronaut, right? That's one small step.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a good Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, I think he looks great. Again, I'm very happy with how loose these have been. And when I say loose, I mean just not like I'm not going to break these. These are fantastic right now. He still does get the foot joint with those boots. And I do like these boots a lot. I just need to figure out how to get them to stand better.
Foot joint or toe joint?
Toe joint, thank you. So these are different. These definitely come off almost like that. The Batman and the Duke one are a little more tight. But again, same thing. You are not restricted with his arms at all, which they feel really good. Again, he does have a bicep swivel as well, even though you can't really see it. Oh, no shit.
Oh.
I was going to hope that they would let you take that off. So that is cool. It just came off really easy. He does have movement in his head, which is cool. So you could put his head that way and then... Except, how does it stay in?
There's a little slot.
Yeah, there is. There we go. And so you could at least move his head.
Cool.
That's really cool. I am super happy about that. And that comes off really nice. I didn't even think about that, honestly. I figured it didn't come off. So, but you can actually get his head all the way around, which is quite surprising. Ab crunch. I mean, look at that. He can sit. That's pretty good for a Mr. Freeze in a suit. I'm not going to complain about. That's one of the better ab crunch I've seen from Mcfarlane. And the diaper doesn't look as much of a diaper, which is great. So I'm digging this. I think he looks really, really cool. I'm super happy with this guy. I'll be back. I am back. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now if I can just get him to stand. Boom. But again, I wish this would come off. That would be cool, because I'd rather him just be holding the gun than actually using it. But he looks fantastic. I think this Mr. Freeze is great. I wish things were different, but I think it's great. I really do. So, boom! This is what we got today. Duke Thomas. The Signal. Doesn't want to... Okay, he does. Boom. Connell. Boom. Which is Superboy. Mr. Freeze. Boom. We've got Hush. Batman. We've got Gladiator Batman. And we've got Armored Kingdom Come Batman. So, out of all these ones, this is number one for me, by far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
He just doesn't look like he fits in.
He doesn't. And even when I was moving him around, he's a way different body sculpt and everything from these guys. And it is an older comic, so it's supposed to be like that. But I mean, these are fantastic. I mean, these two I do like. I think the Signal is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. This one looks good. It's just kind of boring compared to the others. These two are really good. The only thing I hate about is this back of the cape. I don't have a complaint with this Gladiator Batman. And this guy, like you said, it's goofy looking. I'm definitely hanging it from the ceiling. But these two are a must, I would say. So, super happy with these. Again, giveaway next Sunday. We will pick a winner. Your favorite Batman comic, USA only. Check out Instagram. We'll have a picture of probably this right here will be the picture, just like this, on my Instagram for you to enter. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys are going to be picking up all these, what you guys think. Which Batman of these three is your favorite? What do you think about Mr. Freeze? Just let me know what you guys are getting, what you didn't get, what you think. So I'd be very interested, because I'm pretty excited about some of these. I think they're really awesome. And again, follow us on Instagram. Link will be in the description below. We do have another Mcfarlane and some other stuff. That will be in next week's video, and we'll see what else we get this week and see what we find. We're going to look to see if we can find that Beast Boy at Walmart. See if we can find that Vampire Joker at Walmart. So I don't necessarily want the Beast Boy, but I do have to help out my buddy Ryan, so we will find those. Yeah, so have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. Have a good week. Hopefully hunting is great for you guys. And that's it. Thank you guys for coming by. We appreciate you. As always, collectors never stop collecting.